Hari Om. So, Atma Sambhavita Stabdhaha Dhanamana Madanvitaha Yajante Nama Yajnaste Dambhena Vidipurvakam Ahankaram Balam Darpam Kamam Krodhan Cha Samshritaha Mamatma Paradeheshu Pradvishantobhyasuyakaha. Bhagavan describes the nature of these asuras and their tendencies, and this is because of their ignorance about their own self and ignorance about the world and God, give rise to faulty philosophy of life, and their expressions are very harsh and violent and filled with all negative tendencies like ahankar, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham. So this asuri vrittis we have to recognize and should be able to negate them with the help of the devatas. The devatas fight the asuras. So devatas means the positive qualities. With those positive qualities we have to fight the negativities. By strengthening the positive, the negative can be eliminated. But if one encourages these negative qualities, then one goes into more and more the samsara, and the journey goes downwards. So that is what Bhagavan now tells us in the next verse, 19th verse, what happens to such asuras. He says, Tanaham dvishata kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipamyajashrama shubhan asurishveva yonishu Tanaham dvishata kruran asurishveva yonishu Tanaham dvishataha kruran. This cruel people, this very negative asuric tendency, those who have those such asuras, aham dvishataha, who hate me. Bhagavan says they hate me also, and they hate all goodness also. That is another tendency of these asuras. They don't like good things. They hate. See this, all these three gunas also we had seen that tamogun doesn't like rajogun and sattvagun. And rajogun doesn't like tamogun and sattvagun. And sattvagun also doesn't like tamogun and rajogun. They cannot tolerate each other. But all three, they are there. As the sattvagun rises, the tamogun and rajogun goes down. But as the tamogun rises, the other two gunas goes down. So they constantly fight with each other. Therefore, we find in the Puranas also stories of these devatas and asuras constantly fighting. But by strengthening these devatas, by strengthening the good qualities, we can negate these negative qualities. But if this doesn't happen, then what happens? Bhagavan says, such asuras who hate me, dislike me, tan aham dvishataha kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami. Such naradhaman, such worst among all men, such people, Bhagavan says, I throw them into this samsara again and again. From human being, they again fall back to other yonis also. So, kshipami, yonishu, in different yonis, different life forms, I throw them. Ajashram, Ashubhan, forever, for a long time, they are thrown into different yonis which are Ashubha, which are impure, and Asurishveshu or Ashurishu, uh, yonis which are demonic and which are impure. Like sometimes such beings, they are then born in a lower type of life forms which survives through cruelty and through all sorts of himsak tendencies. So in those yonis, a person finds himself. That is how the whole world functions. According to our tendencies, we get the life form. So if one develops negative tendencies, then one will become wild animal also, who lives on all sorts of wild behavior. It can be anything. So Bhagavan says, Kshipami aham ajashram. They fall down, they are thrown into this lower yonis. Even in this life, actually, whenever we show a negative tendency, we fall down from our spiritual growth. Then again we have to climb. It's like a constant journey. It's like when you have to climb the mountain. If one wrong step and a person comes down, unless he has tied down properly with rope and all to those rocks, a person can come down much lower and then again have to climb. So one has to tie down to our teacher, to God, to the path of goodness. Then even if we fall, we don't fall much, then we can again rise up. But if we don't rely on this goodness and rely only on the negative tendencies, then such beings are thrown, Bhagavan uses that word thrown, again and again for a long time into lower yonis. So one should be careful how one behaves in this world. Further Bhagavan says, Asurim yonimapannaha Moodha janmani janmani Mama prapyeva kaunteya Tato yantyadhamangatim Asurim yonimapannaha Moodha janmani janmani. Having attained this lower type of life form, Asurim yonim apanna Moodha janmani janmani, such foolish beings, having attained the lower life form, then, and not only for one life form, for many, many lifetime, one remains in this lower type of yonis. See, only as a human being, we have for a short time a capacity we have choice, we can choose to go up, go down. The choice is there in a human birth only. Because of our intellect, we are given some ability to choose our action. That is there in a human birth itself. Therefore, all this teaching and all is only for human beings. Some people keep the dogs and all for pravachan. It might not help. Only for human beings the teachings are given. Nowhere Bhagavan says you bring your dogs also, cats also. It is meant for human beings. Naraha, manavaha. Because we have the capacity to choose. See, what type of thoughts will come in our mind depends on our samskar. But once the thoughts come, to encourage certain thoughts, to discourage certain thoughts, to suppress certain thoughts, to support certain thoughts is our choice. We can choose. We can use our power of our intellect to do this. It is up to us. So if we take proper choices in life as a human being, then we will be able to progress. But if we fail to do that, then we go into certain yonis, certain life forms where there is no choice. You cannot choose. It is just then the prarabdha will play its complete role. Then whatever be the karmas, accordingly the whole thing will function till that being gets another human birth. So it will go on. Bhagavan says, Janmani Janmani. For many, many Janmas, the Asuri people, they are born in these lower life forms. And Mam Aprapyeva Kaunteya, and they don't attain me. Forget about even attaining God. Even walking this path becomes difficult for such beings. So Mam Aprapyeva, not having attained me, He Kaunteya, Tato Yanti Adhamangatim. Sometimes they go even lower. They hit the rock bottom. And after hitting that, again they rise. So this is how the world functions actually. It's quite a strange thing. It's like when the rain falls, sometimes the water falls on stone, sometimes it falls in the river and directly reaches the ocean. Sometimes it falls directly in the ocean. So if it falls in some place, its journey might take a long time to reach the ocean. Similarly, some beings takes lot of time to reach their destination, and some beings are given the choice to reach faster. But if we don't make use of it, then we delay our own journey. So asurim yonimapannaha, having attained this lower type of life form, such foolish people for many, many lifetimes, not attaining me, they fall more and more into a lower type of life forms. So yanti adhamam gatim, adham gatim. Adham means lower gati they get. So this is just a warning is given, just like we have those warning they have near the electric pole and all this. Sometimes they make those figures also very deadly, like a khobdi or do haddiyan banate hai, so that we know if you touch this, we will put your photograph there. So that it becomes frightening, like khobdi ko dekh ke nobody will go there to just touch and see. Similarly, here also Bhagavan is giving us this picture that one should be careful, because this choice is there, and there is everything is lost if we don't make proper use of our this birth, human birth. So after describing this asuras and asuri sampatti in detail, here Bhagavan was totally in his form to describe these asuras. And he had actually, by his virtue of his birth and avatar, and he had contact with lot of asuras. In fact, right from his childhood, various asuras came to meet him. Putana and Shakatasur and so many, Trinavarta, so many of them came to, so he had direct experience of these asuras. And some of them were his relatives also, like this Dantavakra and Shishupal and all this, to dislike him like anything and constantly talk ill about Bhagavan. So he knew them first hand. Otherwise also he knows them. So after describing these asuras in detail, sometimes when too much detail is given, we forget. Some people have the habit of telling in so much detail that then we don't understand kya exactly kya karna hai. Bhagavan knows. So he says that the whole description of these asuras, I can put it in 3 main negative qualities. And if you can avoid these 3, you can avoid the asuras. So he has put all these negativities into 3 main negative qualities. In the next verse, this very important verse, where Bhagavan advises us what we have to do, because the asuras are there within our heart also. So what we should do with them, Bhagavan tells us. Trividham narakasedam dvaram nashanam atmanah kama krodhastatha lobhah tasmadetatrayam tyajet. Trividham narakasedam dvaram nashanam atmanah Bhagavan says this, there are three doors or three gateways to hell. Trividam narakasya idam dvaram. These are the three doors to hell. Not only they are three doors to hell, but they are nashanam atmanaha. They are three things which destroy ourself. Destroy ourself means the self is indestructible, but we lose ourselves. We fail to recognize ourselves. Instantly we go away from ourselves. The self is of the nature